Hey, my beautiful Soul Tribe. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. I am here we're going to do a general collective reading today. You know, we've got a lot of planets in retrograde right now. So I just want to try to get us some information or encouragement or just a message about what we can be working on transmuting during this retrograde period, okay? So before we get started, I'm going to ground myself. If you'd like to join me, please do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your guys' support. I really love you, and I really, really do appreciate you. Okay? Here we go. Let's ground ourselves. All right, Soul Tribe. So, what I'm being called before we get started is Spirit's telling me to read out of the Archangel Fire Oracle deck. So, that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to pull some energies that, Spirit has us looking at, releasing, purging, finding forgiveness in. We'll just see what Spirit wants to bring up, okay? Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels, ancestors, higher beings, please bring forward a message of encouragement for my soul tribe today, of clarity, truth, and whatever advice you have for us as we're working through these retrograde energies. Spirit, thank you, beautiful archangels. I ask that you bring these messages to me clearly and that I have discernment and a clear voice as I speak these messages into my collective. I ask for the highest vibrational frequency of healing, truth, clarity, confirmation, and encouragement for myself and my soul tribe today. Archangel Michael, please put a white light of divine protection around myself, my tribe, and this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. All right, archangels, who's with us as we're going through this time frame with the planets? Who's with us as we're doing this work? Cassiel, okay? That's a 4, which is all about releasing, okay? 4s are about letting go, holding on too tight or letting go, right? So we've got Cassiel, and then we got the Mirabelle on the bottom, and she's all about the reflection of self, right? Looking into the mirror of self. But anyways, we're going to read about Cassiel, and then we're going to look at the energies that Cassiel is helping us with. Serenity. So yeah, it's about gaining balance, releasing the things that are causing, I don't know about you guys, but I've been transmuting a lot of energy during the last couple days for sure. It's like the energy has just felt so wonky. One minute it's kind of felt a little bit heavy, and I'll like pray and meditate and transmute the energy, and then I start vibrating. Like my body feels like it's vibrating literally. And so maybe you're going through that too. It's normal, okay? Spirit saying when the heavy energy comes upon you, when you get this anxious energy, or you start having any type of worrying, fear, or doubt, they want you to pray. They want you to find serenity, okay? They want you to meditate, pray, okay? Listen to your higher self is what I'm hearing, and understand that all's going to be okay. Anything that you're being asked to release during this time, that you're being asked to look at, the answer is always going to be to come up with a way of forgiveness, a way of love. The answer is love. The answer will always be love, okay? Okay, anyways, let's read about serenity. The angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance. Cassiel's name means God is my cover. It's all going to be okay. God is your cover. And this gentle angel can help you to find great strength in your solitude. When life gets on top of us and we feel overwhelmed, Cassiel reminds us of the importance of taking time out. She also helps us honor our boundaries and say no when we need to. Cassiel's message is that it is okay to put yourself first so you don't become drained. Like the image of her as a graceful Indian woman in this card as the angel of tears, Cassiel assures us there is no shame in showing our vulnerability. By holding in our emotions, we can stifle ourselves. Another name for this angel is Speed of God, because of her ability to help us heal faster. Crying can be so healing as it washes away sorrows and clears old hurts. Cassiel also brings us the strength to step back on our path after our period of solitude and serenity. She helps us get back on track with our purpose, even when we feel we don't want to or that we aren't ready. Cassiel will give you the motivation to pick yourself up. So the message that Cassiel's bringing to us is spend some much needed time alone in quiet solitude to rest and recharge. Honor your emotions and be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and be gentle with all others, okay? Yourself and all others. So that it's what I was just channeling, right? We're going through, we're meant to transmute this energy, not to hold on to it. If you need to cry, cry. Crying is so purifying, so cleansing, Spirit's saying. If you're in this energy where you're always around another right now and you're feeling drained, that's a sign to take some time to yourself, especially during this retrograde right now, like what we've been going through energetically. Spirit's been telling me like it's really time to just kind of to meditate, to go to your quiet place, to let your mind and your heart clear itself. Whether you do that with crying, or you laugh, or you scream, or you just sit quietly and you're thinking, right? But let's talk about these energies that we're purging emotions around, because it's all about purging pent-up emotions, okay? Okay, social gathering in release, or in reverse. So isolating, okay? Feeling like, okay, so I'm getting like, feeling like you're not part of the crowd, right? Where we've been isolated. We've got, okay, we're dealing with hidden emotions around being the black sheep, basically. Feeling like we've had lack of support from family or friends or understanding even. Spirit saying there's hidden emotions. We might put on a brave face, and it's good that you're putting on a brave face, Spirit says. But we are all meant to be social beings. We're not meant to be isolated and alone at all times, right? We go through these periods where isolation is necessary to deal with the hidden emotions. But that doesn't, Spirit's saying, tell me about social gathering in reverse. Yeah. Okay, there's a lack of confidence. When you're isolating too much, right, from others, it's literally like draining your own confidence. You need others to help, you need to be able to talk to others. You need to be able to talk to others, okay, in order to have confidence, in order to build each other up. Right? So there's hidden emotions around a lack of confidence and not feeling like you're part of your crowd, part of the family, part of your group, possibly, okay? But you could be isolating yourself on purpose, Spirit's saying, because of your past experience. So that's why they want you to look at the hidden emotions around why are you isolating. It's coming down to a lack of confidence. So that's what Spirit's got. Okay, before we move on, let's see what else Spirit wants to say about this situation. So we're just going to go through a few situations here, okay? So purging hidden emotions around lack of confidence and not feeling accepted, basically. Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? So who are you isolating yourself from? Or right, is basically what I'm getting from this. Yes, we've taken this serenity, this solitude, to gain our serenity around our hidden emotions, Spirit's saying. But once we deal with this, once we transmute this energy, we're not meant to stay isolated. So where do you want to be? Why are you not there? What will it take for you to feel well again, they're saying. If your body could talk, it would say blank. So ask yourself, if my body could talk, it would say blank. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And when that says feed your body, that's just not talking about food. It's talking about, what are you feeding your mind? What thoughts are feeding your heart? Are they thoughts of love and forgiveness and peace and tranquility? Are you playing that broken record over of past pain and hurts and lack of, these things that have come in and chipped away at your confidence through your experience? Spirit's really wanting us to take a deeper look at that and realize that you are all perfectly imperfect. We all deserve to be confident in every step we take in this life. Your emotions, any emotions you have, they're valid. Whether others agree or disagree, your emotions are valid because they belong to you. Okay? It's kind of what I'm getting. But what is that? Let's get another one on this. Hold on. Angels, what do you want to say about this? Okay, we got patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So this time of isolation is your time to study, right? You're not around a bunch of other people. You're not being punished by being removed from the social gatherings. Okay, you're actually, I feel like Spirit's like moving you away from social groups where you were lacking confidence, or where your confidence was being, I'm hearing stolen, right? Through, I don't know, naysayers or people that don't believe in you. You're being removed from certain groups in order to be placed into groups that are more in alignment with you. And during this transition phase, Spirit wants us to understand now is the time to study, and in this time of isolation, don't just sit around wasting time overthinking and feeling sorry for ourselves, that kind of energy. Spirit's saying take time to look into the things that your soul's calling you to look into, whether it's spiritual practices or going back to school or healing your hidden emotions and or journaling, whatever it may be. Okay, because it's what you're doing now, what you're going through now is actually going to benefit your future self, what's coming in the future for you. It's your knowledge. This is your quiet time to receive knowledge. And then you got Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Beautiful. Yeah, and then we got on the bottom, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, Soul Tribe. So that's what's going on, okay? With these energies, I feel like you're purging energies of attachment from these old groups that you've had to have the confidence to move away from, okay? Now you're dealing with the hidden emotions around healing from your experience with that group, okay? Spirit's asking you, what is the best choice for you? Where do you want to be, right? Where do you truly want to be? What is the most healthy environment or situations or friendships or relationships for you? What builds you up, right? I feel like this old group is all about you doing and taking care of everyone else. And that was not healthy for you, okay? What will it take for you to feel well? Right? So Spirit removed you from whatever that situation was, and they're bringing you towards peace. They're giving you time to study, but the goal and the road ahead, right? You're moving towards a smoother road. That road is leading to peace and tranquility, and we got serenity here, okay? But during this transit that we're in right now with the retrograde, right now it's time to face these hidden emotions and purge them. Face them head on. With confidence, not fear, okay? With positive expectation of healing, of the future is bright, and I am being led towards a more peaceful, healthy life and self, okay? Is kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay, what else are we working through, Soul Tribe? What else is my Soul Tribe currently working through? Yeah, we're detoxifying. So yes, we're letting go of toxic energy from the past. This is a purge. This is an emotional purge. Let's go to the hidden emotions, okay? Because we're being asked to release negative emotions. Emotions of unforgiveness, emotions of holding on to past pains or hurts or resentment or any of that, right? Any of that stuff that's not going to serve our highest good. We're being asked to sanctify and purify ourselves. Okay? It says through offering, even the most mundane problems can become a sacrament. Okay? And as you sacrifice these hidden emotions, these past thought vibrations I'm hearing, these past hurts, these past perceptions of who you used to be, what you thought you were, what you thought life was, who others were. As you let go of all that you thought once was, you tap into an inner strength, an inner power. You're tapping more into your divinity, into your pure, raw energy here. You're able to truly release and detoxify anything of the past, right? You're returning it to the ocean, to the water. But how can we deal with these hidden emotions? Be open. Just be open. Own every part of your walk. Own every good thing you've ever done. Own every mistake you've ever made. Own everything, every person you've ever loved, every person you've ever held resentment against. Just admit it all. Admit it all to yourself and return it to love. Return it to forgiveness. Return them yourself, and return all these attachments to freedom. Let it go. Say, I release this past pain. I release my unforgiveness. I release my skewed perceptions. I release it all to the light of love. And I ask you, Father God, to please help me raise my highest vibration. Higher self, I come into union with you. Help me to see and release instantly anything that is not going to serve my highest purpose moving forward. Help me to be outrageously open with myself and all others. To truly be a spotless, blameless mirror as I move in this world today. Okay? It says, Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. So be open to receive. And then you're in the flow. Spirit saying when we can be open to just receive without judgment, without criticizing ourselves or another, and understand that we're all here learning and growing. And when we hurt one another, it's usually not on purpose. You know what I mean? It's usually because we're all in we find ourselves in our own little ego, right? Anyways, if someone has hurt you, just understand that, I don't feel like, hold on, what do you want to say about that? Hold on. If someone has hurt you, so Spirit, if someone has hurt us purposefully or not, just see it, even if it was on purpose, look at it as if it wasn't on purpose, right? Don't hold on to that resentment. Pain is pain, hurt is hurt. Hurt people. You do not want to be one of those persons, right? You don't want to be a hurt person that hurts people. You want to be a healed person that heals people. Others have hurt you and you have hurt others, but it's time to be outrageously open with self and all others and be a spotless, blameless mirror to be used by the Most High, by your higher self, as you move through this world, helping to detoxify yourself and others, right? So what does Spirit want to say about that? Have compassion and forgiveness for yourself and all others. So we've got compassion and forgiveness. Be creative and truthful in your expressions. Know that you are one, and we're all in this energy of the oneness and unity of creation of divinity. And have courage and faith when you do come to a point where you're having to look in the mirror and see that you may still hold on to an attachment of fear or pain or sadness or judgment of past mistakes, whatever it is. Have courage to tell yourself, okay? Let's read it. I embrace courage, faith, and adaptability as they are needed for me to overcome my fear of change or of the future. I regularly remind myself to be positive and open to possibilities. knowing that I am the creator of my own destiny. I embrace the warrior within me. I remind myself to be a warrior, not a worrier. I am not a victim. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. I am ready and eager to move forward. This, what I just read, okay? In those moments where you're being, Spirit's showing you part of your ego or something in the mirror here. It may not feel good. It'll feel like anxiety. It'll feel painful. It'll feel, I don't know, you may want to judge yourself or another. Have courage and faith to not be in that victim mentality and to say, you know what? Hurt people. We're all at different understandings. We're all at different frequencies, but we're all here to reach the same goal, which is tranquility and peace and smoother road for life, to expand creation, right? So maybe that'll help you, because it says oneness and unity. I accept the oneness of all life, and I know I am one with all others on this journey. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in and all around me. I see everything as part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. I find common ground with others rather than differences, and this brings harmony into my life and into theirs. So instead of focusing on our differences and our hurts of one another, right? Because nobody's blameless when it comes to hurting another. We've all unconsciously and some consciously hurt each other, okay? But the way to overcome is to move in that divine energy of forgiveness and acceptance and compassion, right? Empathize and sympathize with one another. And instead of focusing on our differences and our tit for tat energy, that energy of, well, this person hurt me, they're a horrible person. Like, instead of focusing on that, which builds up resentment and unforgiveness, and it digs those attachments into your energetic field even tighter when you hold on to those mentalities, Spirit's telling me. We need to focus on harmony. Okay, so if someone hurt you, whether it's conscious or unconscious, it's easy for us to put ourselves in another's shoes and sympathize with them when they're going through pain or they've been hurt by another, right? But what about the ones who hurt you? Can you put yourself in that person's shoes? What if the roles were reversed? That person hurt you in a severe way, for example. What if you were the one who hurt them in a severe way? How would you want them to treat you? Would you want them to forgive you? Whether it was conscious or unconscious, because it could have been conscious, but that person just wasn't at a level of understanding, a level of love and divinity at the time that they may have done that. And what if that was you who did that to another, Spirit's saying? Would you not want forgiveness? Would you not want harmony and peace and the ability to gain understanding around your own actions, right? Would you not want the roles to be reversed if it was you who done that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So maybe look at it with that perception, and that may help you to release your unforgiveness or your resentment or the pain that has been trying to dig its way and embed into our psyche, into our energetic fields. Always be able to put yourself in another's shoe, whether they've hurt you or they're being hurt by another. Always lead with compassion, Spirit's saying. And always return things to forgiveness, return things to love through forgiveness, okay? And be creative with the way you're expressing yourself. Be outrageously open. Come from a place of love, but authentic truth, your authentic truth, but do it in a loving way. Sometimes our authentic truth may hurt another, but if we're being truthful and authentic, we can find a compassionate way to reveal a truth to another, whether it's going to hurt them or not, right? It's all about the integrity and the intention of how we do or take action and be truthful or not with one another, basically, right? So be creative in the way that you're expressing yourself, your truth. It may or may not hurt others. That's neither here nor there. It's that you're coming from a compassionate place and you're being authentic in your truth, and the way that you're relaying your emotions, your truths, is coming from a place of love and outrageous openness. That's what Spirit's looking for. I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and crying, and through using my creative talents. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. You can get messages through all of those things we just said, okay? Now let's get to the whole shebang here, which is about your heart chakra and having compassion and forgiveness. This has to be open in order to ascend, okay? Our heart chakras, they have to be clear and open and healed in order to continue to raise your vibration higher and higher. So if you're not focused on any other chakra right now, Spirit's saying, focus on your heart chakra. That's what this transit's about. It's about detoxifying the heart chakra and returning it yourself and all others to the freedom of love, breaking everyone's prison doors open. We hold ourselves in a self-imposed prison, and we hold others in those self-imposed prisons when we hold on to unforgiveness, judgment, lack of compassion for one another, lack of understanding. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, and this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. Okay? And this part where it's saying, I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. Put yourself in another's shoes and apply that to that person, right? Just like you want to apply this to yourself. Apply it to those who have hurt you too. That's going to help you to learn how to forgive and have more compassion. That's truly what it's about, Soul Tribe. We got a whole world out here that hurt people, and it just keeps thriving. We're here to be the light, to put an end to that energy, to put an end to everyone being in this energy of paranoia and unforgiveness and needing to protect themselves. Like, before you know it, we're going to live in a whole world that's isolated from one another because we're afraid of being hurt. We're afraid of this person hurting us, that person hurting us. Life is all a beautiful mess. Life's all about going through the ups and the downs. Some people are going to hurt us because of, a lot of the times it's needed in order to create change, right? It's a necessary part of being in relationship with one another to grow us, okay, to bring us even higher into our divinity. Because without the need to have compassion and forgiveness for another, you would be blind. You would be in the matrix. You would stay stuck in this illusionary Alice in Wonderland world that's not real or true, right? Think about it. Spirit's saying it's time for us to get in the flow. Move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace to your situations, and trust. Allow me, Divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. And we're moving towards something extraordinary, Spirit saying we are in an extraordinary time, okay? And you are extraordinary, Soul Tribe. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you, and it deserves to be honored. Don't let the old world, the old paradigm, snuff out your extraordinary, unique self by trying to hold on to things that you're not meant to carry. You're not meant to carry these things, these unforgivenesses, these pains, these toxic energies, right? There's storms ahead. There will always be storms ahead. But those are the gateways, the portals to ascend. The storms you face are without the storm, how would you go through the renewal, is what Spirit's trying to say. So instead of being afraid of the storms ahead, trying to protect ourselves from all the storms ahead, being on the lookout all the time, being paranoid or being overly protective, embrace, just flow with life and embrace every storm as it comes towards you, and know that it's coming for your renewal. It's coming to teach you, guide you, show you something about your own divinity and the divine world that you live in, right? And then you're going to go through a resurrection. If you can stay in that energy and face every storm, you're moving towards your luxury. You're moving towards your peaceful life. You're being resurrected. This is all, these storms are here to prepare you, right? They've been here to prepare us for the renewal. I'm just opening the deck, you guys, to prepare us for the renewal, right? That's what these storms are here. They're here for our resurrection into our true selves, our resurrection of the divine realm. What's being resurrected? Actually, let's go. I want to ask Spirit. I want to go to another deck and see what is being resurrected. Hold on, let me go to another deck. This is my Destiny deck. This was gifted to me by a friend. Let's see what we got. So, what is this resurrecting? What are we resurrecting, Spirit? The simplicity of divine guidance, the simplicity of spirit, the simplicity of life, the simplicity of earth school, the simplicity. We're resurrecting the simplicity of joy, okay? What are we resurrecting? Being diligent. So we're resurrecting strength. We're resurrecting our strength. When we face these storms, knowing that they're here to guide us, teach us, grow us, instead of to punish us or to hold us down, we get in this energy of diligence that, hey, we can get through any storm. We know we're going to come out on the other side regardless, with more strength and courage and truth and understanding, more simple truths of ourselves and others, more light, more love, more peace. We can be diligent. We're not here. We don't have to dip and dodge these energies and always be in this protective mode. We're just meant to, we can be more open as we flow through life. We can be more open with ourselves, with our authentic selves, and be more open with the world around us. Then that brings us into more connectivity, Spirit's saying. The more open we can be with one another, the more connected we are. The more connected this world is. The more connected we can be with our spirit and our spirit teams. The more secure we are, right? The more open we are with one another, the more secure we all are, okay? And when I say all, I'm talking every realm, from heaven to earth, from every dimension we've ever existed in, right? We can be more open. Openness brings us to more security, okay? Less isolation and more security, more happiness. Look, less isolation and more unity and happiness and joy. Bringing us towards success in our community. It's bringing our whole tribe, our whole community towards success, right? This is what we're resurrecting. Community, success. Like remember, I'm saying remember, like, because we should remember, because we've had past lives as these nomad tribes that you know, the tribe only thrived if everyone was doing their best, right? You had the hunters and the gatherers, you had the elders, and you had the moms, and you had the cooks and the washers, and everyone had, right, a role. But without, if you was not open, if one chink in that chain got bent, then the whole winter could have failed. You know, everyone could have perished in the winter time. So it was all about everyone having to be open and responsible and on top of their task. It's kind of that thing, right? But now we're in a new era where it's like we're being rewarded with success in our community. The more open we can be, the more happier the community will be. Your community, wherever you are in your community, whatever you're doing, you're going to be more successful, more joy, more happiness, more security, and that's going to allow others to also feel secure to be open with you. And then that's when, like, we can all get back to being diligent, that things are simple. It doesn't have to be so hard. We don't have to always be on the defense. We don't have to always be coming out of a painful cycle. We can all just kind of be in the flow of life and know how to take the right action and honor each other. When someone has to tell you their authentic truth and it may hurt your feelings, if it's their authentic truth, it's their right action, we need to learn to honor that for one another and to stay grounded and not hold it as an affront, right? Not hold it as an affront against ourselves, right? We need to learn how to flow through life and let go of codependent attachment energy, and to step into the true divine love. And that how we do that is by allowing energy to clear when it needs to be cleared. Okay? When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. As true offerings arise, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. What such freedom that is. And as you're able to detach, you invite more help. Your help is limitless. But you got to detach. You got to be able to let go and change. Right? You got to go with the flow of life. You've got to be willing to let go of your attachments and to change. To go through changes with courage and confidence. With diligence, because the changes come in with storms, right? The storms bring in changes, but that's to teach us how to let go, how to move in the direction that's right for us, and allow another to move in the direction that's right for them, so that we can be guided to what's more aligned with us, right? A group or a person or a job or a life, whatever, that is going to be more helpful for you, and that other person is going to be guided towards what is more helpful for them. Right? And then you become a limitless being. There are no limits. When you can change and flow and clear energy, be grounded in detachment and clearing energy, and do it with love and compassion and forgiveness and acceptance, all for one another, for all. Right? Understanding, putting yourself in another's shoes who may have hurt you, and understand that you know, they're making the best decisions they can in that moment for themselves, right? You become a limitless being. There are no limits to the things that you can pull into yourself, that you can manifest, that you can grow in and learn from. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone, right? When you detach, then that opens you up to anything, anyone, any move on the board. You're not stuck. You're not stuck in attachment and you can only go forward or sideways, right? When you're in this energy of understanding detachment, you're in divine love, you're grounded, you're clearing energy as it needs to be cleared. It's like you can go any space on the board. You're limitless, right? Anything, any person, any job, any idea, any direction, the divine is free. You're free to move in any direction. I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to teach us right now through this transit, like to understand we're meant to walk in serenity and divine love and unity and forgiveness and compassion and personal power. Okay? Is what we're meant to be open and know that no matter what, you're always going to be okay. You're always going to be secure. It's truly important to be our authentic selves and to allow all others be their authentic selves without judgment, without trying to hold someone in a box and make them be what we want them to be. That's never going to work for ourselves, and it's not going to work for that person. You will lose anything you're trying to hold on so tight to in that way. God will take it away from you because it's disrespectful to yourself and it's disrespectful to another. Okay? So anyways, guys, I got to go back to work. I love y'all so very much. Let me see. Is there anything else before I go? hold on. What's coming in for us? So what's coming in for us? We got self-care and welcome the new. I cut the deck to self-care and welcome the new here. So yes, what's coming in for us is everyone being sovereign and responsible for their own well-being, their own self-care, and just being truly in that Christ energy, that Christ consciousness of forgiveness, peace, love, love of all, forgiveness of all, divine energy. Okay. Self-care. Yes. It's all about self-care. You loving yourself is you loving everyone, okay? Your ability to have self-care and love and understanding of what that truly is helps you learn to let go of detachment, and that's you loving us all. Yeah, it's you also healing from the past. Letting go of the past perception, the past way of being in connection with one another, whether it's family, friends, lovers, children, whatever. Okay? We're meant to heal from the past, not to continue to repeat the past over and over. Okay, Soul Tribe, we're truly meant to gain this spiritual understanding in this day and age and to birth, I'm hearing, divinity. Yes. Within self, right? Divinity within self, self-employment, right? You're responsible for your walk. You are responsible for how you're going to relate to spirit. You're responsible for how you're going to show up in this world. And we've been allowed to make excuses from our past wounds and hold on to lower perceptions of victimhood. But that's no longer going to be accepted moving forward, Spirit's saying. We're all being expected to understand what it means to have self-love, self-care, what it means to have detachment with love, not detachment with anger and boundaries that are made out of resentment or fear and needing to overprotect yourself or paranoia, but boundaries of releasing out of love, releasing one another to grow and expand in whatever direction each thing needs to grow and expand. Return it to the vibration of love. Okay, and show up in this world, show up in the tribe. We're not in the nomad days anymore, but it's still important for us to show up in our tribe in a responsible, self-aware way, is what Spirit's been teaching me, okay? And so I'm just going to, it's what they're telling us right now too, okay? So that's how you make a true offering. Yeah, volunteer. You volunteered to be here during this time to learn this lesson and to seed this, to birth this. You're here to rebirth where creation is going next, Soul Tribe. That's why you volunteered to come here. Yeah, and it's moving towards spirituality, religion and spirituality, right? You've had many lifetimes volunteering to come and guide religion from the dark ages into the light ages of spirituality, is what I'm hearing. Right? Just like in the past, we went from the dark ages to now we're in the lighter ages. Well, same thing with spiritual energies. You go from the dark ages to the light ages, and that's what you're here volunteering to rebirth. And it's not an easy task, but it's you got to deal with the grief from the past. Your experiences that you've already came, and a lot of these ain't just like past this life. I'm talking past life stuff that is embedded in your energetic field that you never grieved. You're here to release this grief into the light of love, okay? And to help others work through their own grief, too. I feel like there's others on this planet that may have gotten stuck in their grief because of the dark ages of religion, the dark ages of judgment, right? Those are the prison doors we're breaking free. We're helping to break free for others, for ourselves and others. Okay, is what Spirit's telling me. Yeah, so that we can all move gracefully into this new age. We're all meant to move together. Not one soul will be left behind, I'm hearing. Spirit's been telling me that for a long time. Yeah, relationship dynamics. We're all in relationship with one another. We're all connected. We're all in this energy of unity. So we got a big job. But we're moving towards our new life. We're moving towards a new era, new life, new careers, new perceptions, new spiritual connectiveness. We truly are. Okay? We truly, truly are. We're moving. Didn't I just say that? We're going to leave it on that. We're truly moving to a new era. okay? And you're here volunteering to help you. You're volunteering to go through grief and heal your own grief from the past, to learn about self-love so that you can birth that into the collective. Because not one soul is meant to be left behind, and not one soul can ever be left behind, because we're all connected. Do you understand? If we're all connected, how can any soul truly be left behind? Right? Think about it. Yes, there's a line in the sand that's been drawn, Spirit's been telling me, but it's to spotlight the different energies. Okay? But if I feel like the whole message here is, if one moves forward, we all move forward. If one's held back, we're all held back. So we're here to birth creation, new creations of light. The light is here. We're not meant to go into the light somewhere else. The light is here within us. We're here birthing the light. We're not waiting for the light in some distant future. It's here. It's now. Okay? But anyways, I love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I pray that this encourages anybody out there who needed a little encouragement, okay? Actually, we're going to read out of the book, they're telling me. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I was done. But Spirit said no. We're going to read out of the book in just a second, but I want to pull some of this. Spirit, what do you want to tell us about this message? Let me be still and listen to the truth. God's will for me is perfect happiness. The divine's will for us, creation's will for us, is perfect happiness. Light, peace, abundance, joy, connectiveness. Be still and listen to this truth, because only in these still moments is where you're going to find this truth. In those moments of where you're feeling isolated and lacking your confidence. Lean on the divine. Pray, meditate, purge, cry, scream, laugh, whatever you need to do. Sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has power to give you the gift of sight. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly to the peace within. They know the way. God's will for me is perfect happiness. Today I wake with joy, expecting but the happy things of God to come to me. I wake with joy every day, expecting the happy things of God, okay? Because God goes with me wherever I go, and you are among the ministers of God, Soul Tribe. You volunteered to do this, right? There is no time, no place, no state where God is absent. There is nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be feared. It cannot be that it is hard to do the task that Christ appointed you to do, since it is He who does it. It's Christ who you're unified with. It's your higher self. It's every higher being that's come before, that's continuing to do the work to pull us from the darkness to the light, right? Each one teach one, Spirit's saying. We all got to reach back and teach another. And that's how we keep moving forward. We keep moving towards this enlightenment, this divine enlightenment, this truth of who we are and who our creation and creator is, what it is, right? Each one, teach one. Okay? So I'm going to read out of my Sacred Rebels Oracle deck to close this reading out, Spirit saying. And then I dropped it. I really got to get myself back to work, y'all. All right, Spirit. So to close this reading out for this message that you're giving to my soul tribe today, what do you want me to read about? How can you wrap this all up for us, Spirit? How can you wrap this all up for us? Follow your own rhythm. Go through the changes. That's a 5. Go through the changes and be courageous enough to follow your own rhythm. The light is within you, right? You're not looking for the light, and there's nothing you need to be afraid of. Nothing can steal your light. You're here to be a co-creator, right, with the Creator. You're here to do the task Christ appointed us to do. It cannot be that it is hard to do the task when you're in alignment with peace, love, harmony, forgiveness, the way the Christ teachings, right? Follow your own rhythm. Deep within you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward and to take a risk. You know that you march to your own beat, that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are and what you must trust in your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. If you have also pulled the inner trust card or feel intuitively guided to read the message, this oracle has an even stronger message for you that you must surrender your attachment to doing things the way others think that they should be done. Whether that be the hours that you sleep or the way you structure your day or your creative work, you must honor your need for rest and replenishment, as well as your need for play. Sometimes an afternoon nap or trip to the beach will do far more for you than slogging away when you are mentally depleted and in need of rest. Sometimes you need to work when the energy is flowing, even though others may say it's too much and you must stop now. You are an empowered individual and you have the intelligence and wisdom to choose for yourself. Experiment with what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. Here's the healing process. Say aloud, I now release any unhealthy attachment to the structures, routines, and belief systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my inner sacred rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed, to trust in my own timing and not feel forced or rushed. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks and action when the timing feels right to me. I trust in my inner rhythm. They are wise and helpful. Through unconditional love, so be it. All right, Soul Tribe, I pray this helped you. I love you so very much. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope you get anything you can from this. I know this helped me a lot, but we're all at different places, and that's okay, right? This may not be your rhythm, but if you're my Soul Tribe, I know we're connecting on it. So, anyways, I love you. Bye.